as I was thinking of what to say, and I know a little bit about this, but I can't really think of anything that's worded better than what they actually have on the paper. So I'm going to read this off to you, okay? So this says, Tupelo Elvis Festival not only gives us the opportunity to honor Elvis's legacy, it also allows us to give back. Each year, the love offering we collect on the Gospel Sunday goes to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. St. Jude is one of the world's top leaders in research and treatment of childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. The work that they do changes the lives of families from around the world each and every day. This amazing opportunity would not be possible without you. Help us make a difference by contributing to the best cause, spreading love. So we need you today, okay? If you got something. At my church, before we give an offering, they say, bless the ones that can give and bless the ones that can't. So if you can give something today, we'd certainly appreciate it. They're going to walk around with some little baskets, and if it's in your heart to give, if you've ever seen the commercials, or if you've ever been there, a lot of us guys are fortunate enough to have went to St. Jude's and performed there and met the children, and it's something that'll touch you. There's people with a lot worse problems than we have, and some of them are young ones, and so they need your help. So we would certainly appreciate it if you could do that. So they're going to walk around here. And while they're doing that, this is probably as good a time as any. Most of you know me, know I don't really plan. I wrote a few notes down just question-wise for the guys and stuff, but I don't plan what to say about myself. So I don't really have a question. Tara said I should ask a question of myself and then jump over and act like I was answering. I couldn't come up with anything that was embarrassing enough, I guess. But I won't talk to you long about the gospel because, to be honest with you, it don't take very long. But it does remind me of a story I heard Billy Graham say. He was telling that there was a guy that had hired somebody to speak for 20 minutes. And so the guy spoke for 20 minutes and then 30 minutes and then an hour. And he just kept going on and on. So the guy that had hired him to do the speaking finally got fed up, and he took the gavel and threw it at the guy. But he missed, and he hit a lady in the front row and hit her in the head. And the lady said, hit me again, I can still hear him. So I'm not going to talk to you long. And I'm going to take these off because it's a terrible reflection of that. I was telling Bill backstage, and I didn't plan on saying this after he said this, but I grew up a different way. I didn't grow up in church. I wasn't raised the way, thankfully, I've raised my daughter, and I know some people raise their children. My parents didn't go to church, so I didn't have that in my life. So as you can imagine, I grew up just kind of bouncing off the walls, with no guidance, so to speak. And so as a young adult, I got into fights. I drank a lot. And that became the way. You either got picked on or you did the picking on. And so I was the guy, people knew not to mess with me. I told Bill backstage, I got in a fight one time with 20 guys. 20 guys. And I was too dumb to turn. And I got beat up real bad too, by the way. But my mindset was, nobody's going to pick on me. And so you develop a reputation. Well, then you got to live up to that reputation. And so I became a heavy drinker and a partying guy, staying out late at night, doing all the crazy stuff you shouldn't do. And I was living life, and along the way I became an Elvis. And so I incorporated my Elvis life into that. And I thought that was the right way. I seen other Elvis guys doing it. This must be the way. Let's stay up late all night long and drink and have a good time. And that's fine if you drink. It's no sin against drinking. It's a sin to be drunk. It's not a sin to drink. But at some point in my life, God said, you know what? I've got a different plan for you. And he literally picked me up from where I was in my life and just removed all that. I quit drinking overnight. And you ever heard the story of people not having a drink and they're shaky and they can't do it? I literally just quit drinking. I just put it down. And I didn't know why at the time. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew I wasn't drinking anymore. And by closing that door, it opened my heart. And I realized that God had to take the drinking away so he could open my heart so I could see his way. And so over the last 10 or 11 years, thank you. Over the last 10 or 11 years, I've been just kind of like a little train just chugging along. And people started noticing, man, hey, yeah, well, you know all the gospel songs. Where was you at last night at the after party? We didn't see you after about 11:30. I changed my life. And I'm not saying it's wrong to be any of that. God just has a different plan for me. because I listen to him. I listen to him. He's there. Some people, I've had so many people come up to me and say, man, listening to you has changed my life because you're real. That's the only way I know to be. What I'm telling you now is the truth. And as you can see, I get emotional when something means something to me. And I feel like, much like Bill said, you feel like God kind of said, man, I don't want you in this steel mill. I want you here. I feel like everything I've done in my life, even the bad stuff, has led me to right here today to tell you about how great God is. About how he can. I know some of you have an opinion on the show last night, whether it's good or bad. It don't matter. The show the night before with Bill and Jay and myself and Brandon, those shows are all great in their own way. But those shows, they can't save your life. At this show today, your life can be saved. Your life can be changed because your soul lives forever. Your body will die. We will all die. And your body will go in the ground or you'll burn up somewhere. But your soul is going to live on forever. Whether you want it to or not, you can't kill it. You can't commit suicide and kill your soul. So where are you going to live? You have two choices. And God allows us to make that choice. And that's a wonderful thing that we have an opportunity to make that choice. But you have to listen to it. That voice inside you. That voice inside you that's told you, I should start doing better. I'm going to do it one day. This may be the last time you have an opportunity to change your life and go to heaven. You may walk out of here and get hit by a bus going across the street. I hope you don't, but you may. We don't know when it's our time, when it's over. And I'm telling you from experience, God came into my life and he changed me on the inside. He took the mean, the fighting David Lee, he took that away. He took the late night guy and changed him into a guy that wants to help not only the young people, the old people, not only Elvis people, but all people. God put us here to love each other and to listen to him. And no matter how hard I try, I can't be perfect. I was walking over today and I said, Lord, I just feel like I failed you. And I try hard. But he knows that. He knows we're not perfect. We strive to live in his image, but he was the only perfect person in the world. I heard Elvis say last night on a short clip on a video, somebody in the audience held up a sign and said, you are the king. He literally stopped the concert. He said, I'm touched by that. He said, but to me, there's only one king. So even our guy felt that way. How many millions of people through time have acknowledged that there's a God above? We didn't just fall off a truck and land here. These trees and mountains didn't just happen. Our Creator made this. And we're just here for this long. It's over very fast. I can't encourage you enough to give it an honest thought. And I've said this before. People tell me, oh, you're going to be a preacher. I don't know. I feel like God has his hand in my back pushing me somewhere. And I'll be honest with you, I don't care where he pushes me. I'm just going where he pushes me. But right now, I'm not really a preacher. So I can't ask you to stand up and come down here. But in your heart, you can do it. In your heart, you can do it. And I always kind of get tongue-tied saying this because I always wonder, why me, Lord? Why did you choose me? I'm not the only one he's chose, but what did I do? I wasn't the worst person. I wasn't the best person. But you know why he chose me? Because look at how I'm reaching people. I've been able to give my testimony now to thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and people see videos and stuff. And it's not about me. I'm just lucky enough that I'm the one he chose. But it can be you too. You can get up from here today. You may not have an opportunity to have a microphone in your hand, but you can tell the person next to you in the car on the way home, or maybe somebody at work. We all have those people that we're worried about. I have them, and I'm still working on them. Some of them have a hard heart right now, but I'm not giving up on them. I just hope they realize it before their time's up. So deep in your heart today, for me, please consider giving God a chance to be first place in your life. I promise you from experience, you won't regret it. He's never done me wrong one time. He's never let me down. He's never failed me. Not once. And I'd like to take it one step further. Like I tell you, I'm not a preacher by no means. But I realized the way I was raised, I didn't know things, and things made me felt uncomfortable, and I wouldn't stand up. I wouldn't raise my hand in church when I did go with my friends when they said, who believes in God? But I tell you this, if you don't know how to let God into your life, it's so simple. You just ask God to come into your heart and forgive you for all your sins, no matter what you've done. No matter what you've done, he will forgive you for it. And right on the spot, right there, you're a new person. All those bad things are gone. Then you just have to live for him. And it's not easy. You have to give up things. But you're better for it in the long run. I wouldn't go back to being 25 years old, staying up late, drinking and partying, having a good time for what I have now, for no amount of money in the world. This is the way. This is the way. I am so honored to be able to be here to talk to you and to be able to spread God's word. And I promise you, I may have this flashy jacket on and I cut up about being good looking, which I am. Me and Bobby was talking, even with the glasses on. I mean, it's hard to hide all the look. You can't hide it all. I mean, what do you do with all this? But even though we cut up, and the band knows, I'm a goofball. I like to have fun. Elvis had a fun side. You know, we should have fun in life. But I'm being real serious with you right now. This may be your last opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity. Don't miss that. And if you are saved, reach out to someone else. Well, all they can say is, hey, that's not for me. But don't give up. We all got that person. Maybe it's your son. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's your husband. Maybe it's you in the front row. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. Don't give up on them. They need you, just like we need you today for St. Jude's. And we appreciate you giving today. We appreciate you. Everybody, you'd be amazed at how little can make a difference when it's all added up. Elvis gave to St. Jude's. You know about the yacht he gave? Danny Thomas asked him, me and Tom was talking about this. Tom always helps me out. And I said I couldn't remember the specifics. And so of Elvis, the autograph, because he wanted to start this foundation for kids to help with cancer and stuff. And Elvis said, I'm going to do better than that. So they got a yacht, and it didn't really make a lot of money. Elvis paid like $60,000, and they raised $65,000. But what it raised was, with Elvis's name, it raised awareness for St. Jude's. And look what St. Jude's has become today. Helping people. Helping people. How does that tie back to what I just said? That's right. We are all supposed to help people. God put us here to love each other and help your neighbor along the way, because no matter where you start, the same God that made him made you too, right? Well, I hope you received a little something today. And we're not done by no means, but we need just a few minute intermission here. We have a few things we have to work out on stage. So take just a 5 or 10 minute break, okay? And then come back, because we got some of the greatest guys still yet to come. Will you do that? Awesome. Thank you. We'll be right back with you. Now, we realize some of you have a long way to go. We realize the show's running a little bit long, so we are going to speed up just a touch. But you don't rush God along. You don't rush him along. You let him do his will. But while we're waiting on one last member here, let's tell you, the St. Jude's Love Offering will raise $2,765.64. Also, for the People's Choice Award, $3,045. For a total of $5,810.64. But, which is the most that's been raised here in Tupelo? This is the most. But the Downtown Tupelo Main Street Association, they're the ones who facilitate the contest, they're going to round it up to an even $6,000 to send this year to St. Jude's. For a total, since they've been doing the Tupelo Elvis Festival, $46,000 has been raised because of you guys. So thank you so much. We appreciate you giving. Makes you feel good to give and help somebody. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to introduce the guy, but I will tell you before I even get to talking about him, we're about to lose him. He's about to move away. You'll still see him, but he'll just be along. He'll be, as they say, over the pond. Oh, see, I love how you already know who it is. I love that. And trust me, we love that you know that you keep up with us. This guy, he's looking really good today. He's always, he's a true craftsman in this industry. And, he's a world champion. He's done shows all over the world, continues to do, and has a great family. And he's a good God-fearing man as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. J. Dupuis. Good morning, afternoon.
So they told me to wear my Sunday best. So the first person I thought about was Superfly. Now this is what Elvis wore at the press conference for Madison Square Garden. And I thought it was a good time for me to break it out. You like it? All right, we're going to start off with a beautiful song. We hope you like it. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, and the dawn. And the sweet silver song of the Lord. Walk on through the wind. Walk on. Though your dreams may be tossed and blown, walk on with hope in your arms. And you never walk alone. You'll never ever walk alone. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never
Thank you. All right, young man. I must tell you, each guy's only going to get one song now. But you still get your question, if that's okay. Sure. We're running so long, we just feel like we probably have to do that. So I hate to do it that way. I do. But I know. It's not just him. He's not the only one. Because we still have a lot of guys, and some people have to catch flights and such. So with that said,
Completely understand.
tell me what you are most thankful for.
Oh man, that's a tough question because pretty much everything. I want to try to narrow it down. Where do I start? I'm thankful that I get to open my eyes every morning and see the sunlight, my children. I miss them.
Love you, Jay. Thank you. Jay Dupuis, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this real fast, just so everybody's clear. It's not fair Jay only got to do one song, but I thought asking the questions was important. We just didn't have enough time to get them all in, and so I apologize. I didn't structure the show probably as quick as I should have. So this is no fault of anyone's but mine. So one more time for Mr. J. Dupuis, if you don't mind. Hey, this next guy, he's passing the baton to me. He hosts one of the best festivals in the world, whether it be Elvis or just jam sessions. You know the guy I'm talking about. He's in charge of all the after parties over at the Ice House. He does the after parties at Graceland. He's one of a kind, but he has a great background in gospel music himself. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, my friend, Mr. Jeff Lewis.
How we doing, everybody? Clap your hands on this one. Every time I see a sunrise on the mountains and the sky, just seeing is believing. I don't need to question why. Every time I see the ocean as it rushes for the shore, if I ever had cause to doubt him, well, I don't doubt him anymore. Oh, seeing is believing, and I see him everywhere. In the mountains, in the valley, yes I know, my God is there. Every time I look above me, I see the stars up in the sky. How could I ever question? There's only God can reach that high. Let's hear what T.I.C. again. One more. Oh, let's get Pentecostal. Put your hands together. Oh, seeing is believing, and I see him everywhere. In the mountains or in the valley, yes I know, my God is there. Every time I look above me, I see the stars up in the sky. How could I ever question? There's only God to be that high. There's only God to reach that high. There's only God to reach that high. Thank y'all.
Hang around for one quick one. Jeff Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, my brother. You're looking great, man. Maybe other with the exception of Tom Brown, you're the only guy I can ask this question to. I see pictures of you with Dwight Yoakam and Glenn Campbell. You've met just about everybody in your music career. What was it like to be personal friends with Joe Mascale?
It was incredible. Joe, of course, sang with the Imperials and worked with Elvis. A very unique personality, and he told me stories I love to tell, but it wouldn't be appropriate for a Sunday. But he was just, they were just kind of like behind the scenes, fly on the wall Elvis stories. But my greatest memory of Joe was, besides we had lunch together, and I was going to buy lunch, and he'd go, "No, I'm buying lunch." I said, "Joe, I'm an Elvis tribute artist. I'm loaded." And he goes, "Yeah, but do you have any money?" But he, every time I'd pick him up for lunch, he had a big grand piano, and he played on the record of 6'6", stood on the ground, and he goes, "Reach out to Jesus." He was a piano player with that, and he'd make me sing those two songs before I could take him to lunch. So I got a picture one time of him playing, and I was singing. I just kind of, so that was great, very special. I'm very lucky.
That's very awesome, and I'm envious of that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
Thank you.
Lewis.
God bless.
All right. Moving
moving right along.
And I think I figured out why Jay is moving to England. I think it's to get closer to this next guy. This guy is an insane talent. Nobody can equal him on some of the talent he has. I'm so thankful that I can call him one of my true friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Elvis Champion, Mr. Ben Thompson.
Hello, good morning. Clap those hands, come on. It may be Sunday afternoon, but we still got some energy. When Moses walked the children out of the land, he said, now don't you worry, you're in the Lord's hands. He's gonna walk beside us, the time is coming near. He's gonna wash away all our misery out here. I got a feeling in my body. This will be a lucky day. We'll be releasing all our sorrow. When Daniel faced a lion, it wasn't let it down. You ought to be like Daniel, and the Lord will help us out. I got a feeling in my body. This will be a lucky day. We'll be releasing all our sorrow. Leave it laid along the way. Won't you lift your eyes up to lift them to the sky? Heaven stands before you. It's a robe of white. Shelter from the wind. Shelter from the wind. Leave the devil's evil swimming on the street. I got a feeling in my body. This will be a lucky day. We'll be releasing all our sorrow. Leave it laid along the way. Lay down. Let's hear it for the hard-working TIC band, everyone. Come on. All right, put your hands together. Come on. Won't you lift your eyes up, children? Lift them to the sky. Heaven stands before you. Get your robe of white. Shut up on the weary. Help me for the weak. Little devil's evil. Running on the street. I got it. A feeling in my body. This will be a lucky day. We'll be releasing all our sorrow. Leave it laid along the way. Yeah. I wanna know right now. Yeah, I wanna know. Yeah, I got a feeling. 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 I got a feeling in my body. This will be a lucky day. We'll be releasing all our sorrow. Leave it laying along the way.
One of those talents I was talking about was shaking, but I didn't want to mention that because you can't do that today.
I can't do that today. It's not allowed
You
today.
did good. That was nice.
Just a little bit. Kept
All
it
right,
clean.
real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast. My English friend, what's the most southern thing you can say?
Oh. How's your mama now?
Perfect. Let me give you another real quick one. For people who's never been to England, such as myself,
Yes.
what does Tupelo mean in England? Like when you went back and said, I won the Tupelo Elvis, did they know that? Did they understand that?
So Elvis is bigger, even bigger than like in the Europe as what he is to the USA, and partly because he never got there, you know. But being a part of Tupelo and just saying to anyone, I'm going to Tupelo, they're interested because they know, oh, that's the birthplace of Elvis Presley. So, and you know, then you casually drop in, oh yeah, I'm a Tupelo champion.
And they're like, yeah, I start walking around and everything, you know, like. But it really is a huge honor, and I always, no matter what, I won Tupelo 2014, but I still feel like I represented them now, and I always will, because you'll always have my heart, Tupelo.
Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ben Thompson.
Thank you so much, guys.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. They don't count on him being the winner, but that's okay. Speaking of old news, until about 24 hours ago, this guy was last year's champion. Now we have a new champion. But we're going to bring out last year's champion. This guy has one of the most incredible voices I've ever heard. He can sing Elvis, he can sing Roy Orbison, Jackie Wilson. He can do all kinds of voices. I've known him for a long time. He's a super talent with a great smile. Jesse Aaron, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out, Jesse.
When trouble is in my way, I can't tell my life from day. I toss from side to side, like a ship on a raging tide. I don't worry and I don't fret, God has never failed me yet. Trouble's coming from time to time, but that's alright, I'm not the worrying kind, because I've got confidence, God is gonna see me through. No matter what the case may be, I know He's gonna fix it for me. Job was sick oh so long, till the flesh fell from his bones. His wife, his cattle, his children, everything that he had was gone. But Job healed despair. He knew that God still cared. Sleepless days and sleepless nights. Job said, honey, that's all right, because I got confidence. God is gonna see me through. No matter what the case may be, I know He's gonna fix it for me. Folks wonder how I smile, even though I'm going to cry. How can I have a song when everything is going wrong? We know that God's in care. Days and sleepless nights. Job said, honey, that's all right, because I got confidence. God is going to see me through. No matter what the case may be, I know He's going to fix it for me.
Jesse Aaron. All right, a couple of real quick ones, man. And I don't know the answer to this, honestly. Have you ever had vocal lessons?
I am self-taught ever since I was 4 years old. I started singing.
Okay. I would like to ask, how do you make it look so easy? I just think you have a gift there, my friend. I think you have a gift.
Man upstairs.
So, since winning Tupelo, has that changed your life?
100%. It's just it's changed my whole approach to everything. It's just changed the way I feel about everything, and I definitely have more faith in a lot of things than I used to. Because sometimes if you've been doing this for 27 years, you lose a little bit of faith, and the minute that happened, it all came kind of rushing back to me, and it's always going to be the best memory of my career, forever.
That's awesome. Well, you're a part of the Tupelo family now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jesse Aaron. Thank you, Jesse. Hey, we couldn't do this show without bringing out the current champ, the guy who just got crowned the Tupelo Elvis Festival champion for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Hewitt. Look at this suit he's wearing.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all that your words and thy hands have made. I see in the stars, and I hear the rolling thunder. Thy power throughout that universe display. Sing it. When Christ shall come, we shall overcomation to take me home. What joy shall fill my heart? Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, I sing, I got to thee. How great thou art. Oh, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, I sing, I got to thee. How great thou art. How great, how great, how great thou Thank you very much, Tupelo.
Yes. Wow. All right, before your question, I quickly want to say, you are every single exact thing that this festival or any other festival needs. You have a great talent and a great character. And that's what we need to represent our
Thank you,
festival.
David.
So, congratulations. Tell me two things real fast. Tell me about this suit. You were telling me before. Tell me about
Yeah,
this
I
suit.
bought this suit like 2 years ago, hoping that I'd be able to wear it out here for the Sunday Gospel, and it's traveled with me for the last 2 years for that. And it made it on the stage.
So how does that feel?
Like it was meant to be, David.
That's awesome. Quickly tell me, how does it feel to be the Tupelo Elvis Festival champion?
It feels amazing. I'm so honored and humbled by everybody that has supported me along the way, and it happened. And I'm here, and I'm going to do my best to represent everybody.
We know you'll do a good job for Tupelo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Liam Hewitt.
Thank y'all.
You stick around, sir. You get the honor just kind of hanging out here. We're going to do this the way we should do it. We're going to do a gospel song that was written way back in the 1700s, but I couldn't do it without the help of all of the guys. Let's get all of the guys back up here. Let's close this thing out as a group. Because when two or more are gathered in his name, he is also with us. So come on out, guys. Have you had a good time today? I apologize, we went a little bit long. But we love you and we appreciate you, and I'm so thankful that the gospel show is the way we close this festival out. Tupelo is a special place, like I said the other day, it just means more here. So as the guys settle in and get some microphones here. I don't know how many we have, I think they made sure. Let's hear it for Howard and his staff that work behind the scenes, making sure each and everything's right, giving each guy a microphone. Lord, thank you for everything, man. Thank you. And thank you, the fans, for coming out and supporting all of this, supporting Elvis Presley. Can you imagine what he would think if he was still here? He would just be blown away, as I am, and I know all the guys are. So thank you so much. We're going to do it's a song that every one of you know in the audience, and we'd like to hear you singing along. And I'm not necessarily taking the lead. I'm going to stand in the middle. Guy, at least get a line or so, okay? It's called Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, oh how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. To sing God's praise, and when we first begun, through many dangerous toils and snares, I had already come. His grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Amazing grace, oh how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see.
God bless you. Thank you so much. One more time for Brandon Bennett, Cody Dana, DZ, Bill Cherry, Liam Hewitt, Jay Dupuis, Jeff Lewis, Tom Brown, Ben Thompson, Jesse Aaron, and myself, David Lee. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. We'll see you next year, Tupelo.